What's up, guys? My name is JC. I am Wrong to Strong, and we're at the Biltmore Soundscape studio. We are creating content. That's what we do here. But today we're going to talk about the work that we also do, because a lot of people don't know this. Like, the Biltmore Soundscape studio is the powerhouse to the foundation and to me. We're going to talk about the work that we did at the Yuma Correctional Facility, because I ended up taking my partner, my best friend, it's Batman and Robin right now. And James is a Joker. But I was able to take him in, and he got to experience prison for the first time in his life.
It's true. It's true. I was a big boy. I wore my big boy pants and shirt and hat, and I made it all the way to Lewis. But when I looked at the front door, there was something in me that said, "Don't go in," because I don't know if you're coming out. Now, I knew that wasn't true. I knew I was with you.
Do you think it's something psychological to pull up to that compound and see like all the fence, like the pretty much? What did you think when you saw it?
It was a fortification. Now, the first thing you have to say is, are they keeping people out or keeping people in? I knew they were keeping people in, but it is a fortification.
Yes.
It's not like European fortress. It's like current day stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the concertina wires everywhere. I mean, you can see that. You know that, jumping that fast ain't going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
And then you saw a lot of block, a lot of walls, very few windows. I mean, it was a fortification.
It was prison, pretty much.
Yep. And inside, too.
So let me ask you something. You know how the doors make noise, they close, they slam. When you were hearing all these things, because those are triggers for me.
Mm.
For someone that's never been to prison and stuff like that, what did you think was going on when all the banging was happening and all that stuff? Like,
I was looking for my wife. Carol just goes through the bathroom, the kitchen, slamming doors, everything around. No. That didn't bother me a bit. I'm used to it.
Oh, man.
No, but I know that it meant a lot to you in the wrong way. But it didn't bother me. No, I think I was most impressed when I saw about 40 half or full-time lifers coming through the door in orange uniform. And they were sort of sauntering in and walking and, in different styles. And I was wondering, who are these guys? Why are we in here with these guys? I don't see the guards. Where are the guards? JC, what are we doing? That's what got me.
Yeah.
It got me more than anything, yeah.
It's not for everybody. I always tell people, there's a lot of people that want to volunteer and go because I believe they want to make themselves feel better. Mm-hmm. But it's not for everybody, because you gotta kind of know the trench a little bit, because the slightest thing you could disrespect these guys without even knowing.
Hey, I'm sure you're right. I mean, you know that. I for my own sake, I was just watching them. I tried to watch and see faces and expressions and gestures. I mean, we had plenty of space between us too. Yeah. We weren't sitting across the table from one another. Mm-hmm. We were sitting 40 plus feet in some cases away. I had no concern, truthfully, after about 5-10 minutes. I just wondered, as I sat there, what the hell did all these young men do to spend the rest, in some cases, the rest of their life in this jail? And meeting them later on, and jump ahead, is even more so. These were, in many respects, kids. Chris, I'm 77. They're all kids, except for maybe 4 or 5 of those guys, right? But it didn't seem to me, and I realize you can't judge that quickly, they didn't seem to me to be terrible kids. They seemed to be lost kids.
Well, I don't think nobody's terrible. There's some bad people out there that obviously deserve to be in prison. But I believe that most of those kids are just made bad decisions, were taught by the wrong people. Because once you get to know them, man, like you see, they're just like you. Like, they have the same stress, the same worries, same everything. But it was important for me, for you to see what I do on a regular basis. It was important for me.
I know that. And it was important for me to see you. It's we're very close.
Mm-hmm.
You are my best friend. We spend an awful lot of time together.
Yes, sir.
And we do things together. We share a lot of the same dream and dreams, and we move together in tandem often to achieve those dreams. But I know that Wrong to Strong is, at its core is you. It's where your heart is. That's where you are. Wrong to Strong, you're right. This is your cookie jar for Wrong to Strong. I get that. It's your home. And it should.
It's the Bat Cave.
Yeah, it should be. It should be. And we want it to be the bat cave for other people, too. This is just an example of what the studio can do.
Yep.
That's basically it. It is your home to talk, to reach out to the world.
I mean, look at how lucky I am. I get to come in every day and record content, whether I want Studio A, Studio B. It's funny because we'll come in and then we'll tell James, hey, we're going to record. And he'll be like, what studio you guys want to use?
And we're going to be doing this for a while because eventually we have to make money.
Yes. Yes. Money is good.
But this is our home. This is our base. And it can be, as I say, the sanctuary and the pulpit.
Yes.
For so many people.
So many things.
Yeah.
So many things. So many people.
But going back to the prison floor, I really appreciated the not giving me a heads up when you had all those guys stand up, turn to me and said, Ken, hit the floor, start doing push-ups.
Yeah. That's the best way.
Woof.
You know? You drop off the guy right in the neighborhood, you give him the gun, and you tell him, don't get killed, make it back to the neighborhood.
Without GPS.
But they forget to tell the guy that there's no bullets in the gun.
Yeah. Or that the way out is locked.
Nah, but you know, I did that with what do you say? Ultimate, with a purpose.
Well, of course.
I did that because I knew that once the inmates, the guys, I shouldn't call them inmates, the guys saw you working out, it connected them, a bond that they do on regular basis. They shared it with you.
Yeah.
That's why at the end when they saw you finish, because he showed off, he did a bunch of push-ups. He outworked most of the guys there, if not all of them, and that's for real. I'm not lying. But after that, the guys respected you. And some of the most gangsters came up to you. They started talking to you at the end. The young guys that were talking to you, those three guys.
Yeah, they did.
Those guys are
and
heavy hitters.
And when they came up to me, they came up with smiles. So I knew they weren't coming up to shake me, I hope. Or whatever.
No, it's I believe that's work that needs to get done, man. I believe I look at Arizona as my home. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying here to live. My roots are here. We need to clean up our own backyard before I try to clean up anybody else's yard. So that's what I do. You know, I enjoy teaching these men that there is a better way at living life.
You know, there was another point that was clear to me from that event. I looked at the guards, too, and I made a comment to the guards on the way out, something along the line that, do you think, and I hope you do, that what we do here, what we did here today, will make your job easier? Less stressful, less fearsome. Because it seemed to me that we made such a positive impact, albeit maybe short term, with these guys, that they were a little bit less stressed, a little bit more mellow, a little bit more hopeful about the future. And, you know, that would relate. I think that communicates or translates into being better prisoners.
Well, it translates into less fights, less incidents, less drugs on the yard. Like it translates into hope, pretty much.
Which is what I think when I mentioned that to the guards on the way out, I think there were about 3 or 4 of them. I think there was a sort of a general consensus. They weren't thrilled, but there was a general consensus that maybe.
Well, it's because they know the truth, and this is why I'm not fighting, but I'm voicing my opinion on this subject, and it's why we're trying to grow the foundation right now, me and Ken, because it has to be done on regular basis. Because if it's not done on regular basis, like a classroom setting, then all it is just a motivational speech. It's like people go to church on Sunday, and then by Monday they're sinning already.
No, it's true.
So it's like,
But you've said that many times. Consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency.
What did you say the other day? I want to get better at recording. I said, all you got to do is record every day.
Right. What do they say? I've heard the phrase, writers have to write, actors have to act, lawyers have to be, oops, can't say, can I say that on the air? No, better not. But podcasters have to podcast.
Yeah.
We have to find our way through this electronic audio video media to deliver our work, to deliver our speech, not lecture it, not shove it down throats, but present it in a fashion that people say, aha, I get it.
You know, Saturday, guys, we are having our first event here at the studio. Our first 101 podcasting event, free. We're holding 20 people will be at the event. We're gonna just kind of run them through the whole, like what we do here on a daily basis, pretty much, and what it would look like if you came in to record with us also, because we're more than a studio.
Well, that's what I've said from the very beginning. We are much more than a studio. A studio is just a room with furnishings, lights, whatever. But we provide obviously all the professionalism behind it, all the creative help. The lighting is lighting, but look at all the different lights, the quality of light, the tenor. I mean, lighting is a big deal. Where are the lighting coming from? The microphones. How are they set up?
It's why we needed the right engineer.
Yeah.
We needed the right person in the control room.
Right.
We
Do we have the right person? Where is he?
Where is
Is
he?
he out eating somewhere?
He's probably eating a snack
But
right now.
there's so much about the process, the little things. But what we want to do is we want our hosts, our guests, our clients to be able to focus on their creative podcast, on themselves.
Let us do the hard
and
work.
their guests. Yeah. Focus on yourself, your guests, your content. Let us produce it for you.
Yeah.
Now, studio's just the first step. Hey, all the devil's in the detail. We know that we're the Academy Award, the Golden Globe. Where's that earned? In the cutting
details,
room,
the small
in the
stuff,
editing.
yeah.
You bet. Yeah. So people have to understand that that's just step one. Getting in here and doing it right, letting us present, get a raw film.
I guarantee you, though, that if you start working with us, you will start to produce faster content and better quality.
No question. No question.
Money back guaranteed.
Hey, your money. I'm keeping mine.
Hey, so that brings me up on the next subject that I wanted to talk about. We are building a couple of movie studios downstairs because we're getting ready to film a little short film. We're dabbling, and it's crazy that ever since we got into it, and this is something my partner's been telling me too. Now we watch movies and we'll see the different angles of the cameras. We'll see the action shot. We'll see this, and I'll be like, "Oh man, they could have put another camera on the other side and got a different angle." And we're gonna dabble in it. We're gonna mess around and see what we could create for a short film.
Yeah, well, our dabbling just started. I mean, filmmakers have been dabbling since what? The
beginning of time.
Non-talking films. I saw a Hopalong Cassidy film on TV. It was circa 1935, 36, 37, 38, something there. But it was 30s. And I'm watching it, and it's pretty doggone sophisticated. I mean, not by today's standards, but when you talk about filmmaking, you talk about the content that they have and the like. Some of it's silly, but you're going back to the 30s. Come on. That's 90 years ago, my friend.
Yeah.
They've been nutsing around with this stuff, playing with it for 90 years. We've been doing this for 9 months.
9 months.
Whoops, we got some work ahead.
Yeah. But we built our first interrogation / I guess prison cell, set. It's still in the building processes, but we're gonna base some of the movie parts in those areas because Ken is a lifer. He's doing life for murder. I'm just a young gang member that's in for a couple of years, some drug cases and stuff like that. But the I guess you could say the connection is that we both escaped from the bus and we make it to the studio.
Ooh, well, we can make it more exciting than that. But you're right. We've got this big space. We have the same amount of space nearly downstairs as we have here. It's more open. A lot of it is it's a wreck now, but you're starting to clear it out.
It's starting to look.
And we're building a set for this new short film that's going to be coming out sometime in February or March, maybe. But yeah, we have to build the right set. But before we do that, we've got to convert our concept to a screenplay so that we can put the sets in there, build our sets, and then go crazy.
Well, I wanted to shoot a couple of like, I guess you could say, short little parts of you being interrogated in that room, and then you sitting in the prison cell, like just sitting on the bed, kind of just reading, what inmates do when they're locked in the cell, like
a prequel to The Escape.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like almost like B-roll, like you sitting around, blah blah blah. I wanna close it off with the Cinderella ending.
Yeah, well, let's not talk about it. Then you're giving the whole damn thing away. No. I don't know how Cinderella this ending is going to be. But I'll tell you, in 15, 20 minutes of film, we're going to have to compact a lot of action in a short period of time. We're not going to be able to do too much character development.
I think we could do it, man. Honestly, the other day I was thinking about it, I was like, those close-up power shots of us, being worried or seeing if the cops are still out there, stuff like that. That's what's gonna make the film. The ending, like we're not gonna share the ending, but like the ending of you and just everything in general. Like I like where it's gonna go.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see your screenplay. Right now, we've talked about it.
Yeah.
But now we got to put it down. We got to outline this sucker out. We got to see it.
That's the warden sent me a text message this morning, and he said that that's the thing that impacted the inmates the most yesterday about my presentation, about journaling, about writing down your ideas, about even if you don't develop them right there that in that moment. But the idea's already there. You could come back to it later.
It's the written expression, like the oral expression, is critical. You can think about anything you want to do, but until you put it down in writing, you sometimes don't even understand your own idea. But it brings it alive. It brings the critical aspects alive. But it brings it alive. Then, of course, you got to start talking about it. If you're halfway there, if you're writing it down, you're halfway.
I mean, we talked about this studio for a couple months before we pulled the trigger. Like,
yeah, a couple months is nothing. We talked about a lot of other things too. But no, this studio has come together in a relatively short period of time.
It has. It did fast. Even the construction. Like I was looking back at the pictures. Yeah, we've been open for 9 months, but to see where this was, just how it looked, to where it's now,
right?
Because that's what I tell everybody. The website, the walkthrough, it does us no justice. When people come in and they see the place, their eyes open up. Right. I'm not trying to like toot my own horn. I'm just keeping it real.
Well, we're a real set. We're a real studio. I mean, this is really nice, comfortable, but we make it with cameras and lights and teleprompters and all that. We fill it with
soundboards.
But this is just one of 8 indoors. The others they're all different. They all have different characters, but they're all working studios. They're sets for some creative story, some creative action. But
it just depends what you want to do. Like, what's your lane you want to get into?
Yeah. But the future remains. The brick and mortar, sometimes the easiest. Putting things together along that line. The second thing is putting a team together. Team. Yourself, James, me, putting our team, our interns, as we start to develop. We have Julian and others, but others we're trying to develop. And in fact, this teaching seminar, this exposure seminar, Podcast 101 that we've got Saturday, is we hope maybe we'll find some additional people who want to be part of the studio, maybe. But the bottom line is stage 3. Stage 3 is we got to reach out to the world and not be the best little secret in the world.
Yeah.
People need to know what we are because there are a lot of podcasters out there, a lot of wannabes. They need to come here and find their comfort zone.
Their lane. And we can help you guys. We can help you. We can help you not change, I always tell people a good coach doesn't change his athlete. He just helps him, sharpen his skills, whatever that skill is.
Right.
And that's what we'll do, guys. We're not here to change your message or not. No, we're here to help you be more efficient, be able to come in, do your thing, and leave. Create your content, and let us do the work. Like that's what we do.
That's right. Well, partner, let's get out there and find those clients.
My name's JC. I am Wrong to Strong, and you guys already know. Súbanse la Suburban, because we're about to take a ride.